Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and gals, welcome. My name is Person here at Thepersonnetwork, and today I've got a special video for you guys. I'm going to be showing you how to correctly install Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on the Rockstar launcher. And this is going to show you how to properly downgrade it and make controller work with it properly, include button prompts, fix widescreen, and a whole bunch of other issues that rose about whenever Rockstar decided to give it its 20-year anniversary update, which removed a lot of features from the game. And I'm going to go through it with you guys step by step so you guys have the smoothest experience possible when it comes to setting up this game properly. Because there's a... I'm not going to lie, there's a few things that you're going to need, but I'm going to make this as painless as possible. So let's go ahead and start. So first thing you're going to want to do is go to your Rockstar launcher and click install now on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Now on your installation folder, it can really be anything. It doesn't matter really what it is because we're going to be moving it out of the installation folder, and there's a reason for that. You don't need to have these selected or anything, so I'm just going to install it here just because, and so yeah, let's start installing it. Alright, and I'm going to get back to you guys when it's done. Alright, so now the game's installed. First thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to click play on it. Just kind of load it up. I'll select my screen's resolution down at the bottom, 1920 by 1080. Alright, click start game, new game. Alright, we can skip past all this. Yeah, and as you see, this is not ideal. I have my controller plugged in and I just constantly spinning around in a circle. So yeah, I'm gonna stop that before it makes any of you guys too dizzy. So yeah, we're gonna quit the game there. So yeah, the game is just constantly not in a good spot. It's not really well optimized at all. So what we're gonna do is, I think first off we're gonna go to settings, and then click on installed games, and then make sure automatic updates off. Even though this isn't really, we don't really need to do this. There's a reason why. Now that we're done with that, we're going to close the launcher, actually. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our installation. So my installation should be in my C drive, program files, scroll down to Rockstar Games, and there it is, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So now what we're actually going to do is we're going to Control-C, copy it, and I'm just going to go and put it in my G drive. And I'm copying Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I'm not copying the whole entire Rockstar Games folder. I'm just copying and pasting the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas folder. So now that once we do that, let's open up Rockstar Launcher again. Alright. And we're going to go settings, click on the game, and we're going to click uninstall. We're going to uninstall the game. Uninstalling Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And just to make sure, we close out again, and then we're going to open up the launcher again, just to make sure that it doesn't recognize this folder. Okay, if you see install now, then you're good. You don't have to mess with this anymore. The reason why we're doing this is when we do add the mods and stuff like that into the folder, even if you have disable automatic updates, for some reason it's still going to want to do it. Like, it just doesn't listen to you when you do it. So we're just going to completely get rid of it from the launcher. We're not even going to use the launcher for the game at all. And the reason why we're doing this is because if you launch a different game, you know, with the Rockstar launcher, like if you're launching GTA 4, Red Dead Redemption 2 or something, it's not going to start automatically updating San Andreas. So that's the reason why we're doing that. And now, before we do anything else, we're going to right click on the folder, the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas folder, click on properties, click security, and then we're going to click edit. And now we're going to click on each one of these and make sure full control is allowed. So full control allowed. Just go through and make sure that they're all allowed. Click OK. Alrighty. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we have a couple things that we're going to need to download. And I've got the list right here. There's 4 things you need. Well, technically 5, but it's 4 main things that you need. And I'm going to put a pastebin in the description. I'm not going to put the direct links just in case, I don't know, it flags this video as like, I don't know, some sort of spam or scam or something like that. But I'm going to put the pastebin in the description that's going to have all these links in it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through in order with these. So SA Modding Essentials, I'm going to go to this link. And then over here on the right side, there's a little download button. Click on that. And then when you click on that, it's going to start the download. And then when it's fully done, it'll just automatically put it in your download folder. But I already have it downloaded, so I'm good with that. And then next thing we do is we download G input. Click on that. It's going to just take you directly to the download, so you're going to just download that one. Alright. Same with these next 2. You just click on it and then download. Click on it. Download. And then the last one, original audio by Maxim45. Click on it. It's going to take you to a website. And there's going to be a download button right here. And you click on that. It's going to open up a new tab. And you're going to have to wait like 20 seconds. And then you can download it. And it's a 3.3 gigabyte file, which is pretty big. So it might take you guys a minute. But it is all of the audio in the game pre the 20th anniversary patch. So just click the download, and then depending on your internet speed, it might take anywhere from like 5 minutes to a couple hours, but I know it's kind of a pain in the butt, but once you get it done download, you'll be set. So alright, I already have all these downloaded, and this is what it should look like whenever you're done downloading. You should have 5 zip files here. Alright. Now what you're going to want to do is open up your Grand Theft Auto San Andreas directory. And then we're going to start adding stuff. It's okay though, I'm going to show you guys the exact order that you should add the stuff into the directory. So it'll make it easy breezy. So with SA Modding Essentials, this is the first one we're going to work with. Open it up. Alright. Now you have a whole list of things, but we're not going to be adding all of this. Some of this stuff doesn't even work anymore, so we're just going to only be adding mainly the essentials. So first thing we want to do is we're going to add Silence ASI Loader. So double click on that, then just highlight all 3 items, and then click replace. Just drag and drop it, then click replace. And we'll go back. And then we're going to add CLEO 4.3. Double click on that. And then what we're going to do is the CLEO ASI, we're going to take it and drag it over into scripts. And then these 2, we're going to drag them into the main directory. Okay? Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add this run DLL32 exe fix, which I don't know exactly what it does, but I haven't crashed with it installed yet. So if it's a fix, I'll add it. So yeah. Alright, now once you're done adding that into the scripts folder, we're going to go down into the GTA SA.exe. Double click on that. Now, depending on your computer's beefiness, you either select 2 gigabytes or 4 gigabytes. Mine's a pretty beefy computer, so I'm doing 4 gigabytes. And then you just drag that into the main directory, replace that. Alright, back. Improved fast loader. Now this is optional, but I highly recommend that you guys use this because it's going to skip all the intros and go straight to the main menu. And if you have a save already loaded, a playthrough you're already doing, it's just going to load straight into that playthrough. You're not even going to have to go to the main menu. So I think it's a really good quality of life addition, and it works good. I haven't had a crash or anything like that with it. So I'm going to drag the imfast.ini into the main directory, and then imfast.asc into the scripts folder. Alright. Now the next thing we're going to add is we're going to add mod loader. So click on it, open it up, and you're going to see these two. You're going to see a folder in the ASCII file. So drag the ASCII file into scripts, and then just drag the mod loader into the main directory. Alright. And then last thing we're going to do is we're going to add silent patch. So double click on that, and then drag the ASCII into scripts, and then the ini file into the main directory. Alright. Pretty simple so far. And we are done. Yeah, we're done with this, so we'll close this out. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is add the widescreen fix. So what you're going to want to do is on GTA widescreen fix.zip, not the front end, the fix.zip, we're going to right click on it, and we're going to click extract files to a folder of the same name. So we make a folder. Okay. Now we're going to open up mod loader on the right side in our directory. And then we're just going to drag it into there. Okay. Now what we do, we open up our widescreen front end script, or zip file, I mean, and you have this folder called models. Now you're just going to take that and drag it into the widescreen fix. So now when you open up, so let's just go back to the beginning just to show you guys. So you have mod loader, you click on it, you have GTSA widescreen fix. Click on that and open it. You should have models and scripts. And then this Vorbis file you can delete. You don't need this. Alrighty. So that's that so far. Let's just make sure you have everything exactly the same as I do. Open up scripts. Make sure you have exactly the same as I do in scripts. Or if you don't use imfast, then that wouldn't be there. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is work with the G input. We're going to put the G input in. So you open this up. Now with G input, this is very important, guys. Very important. Make sure that you do not mess this up. So on G input, we're going to take both of these and we're just going to drag them into the main directory. We're not putting the ASI file in scripts. It's going to go into the main directory. Okay? And now you have a models folder. Now you're going to want to open it up and you have these 3 files. And then you can take them and just drag them into the models folder. You can open up the models folder and confirm that they're in there. Alrighty. And that's basically it for that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually open up our G input SAINI. So double click on that. Okay, now this is going to give you multiple options. And for one, you have the option to replace Xbox pad buttons with PlayStation pad buttons. I'm using a PlayStation controller. I'm using the DualSense PS5 controller. So I'm going to change that to a 1. So the icons will be PlayStation icons. there's guide launches overlay if you press the guide button, if you're playing like with Steam with an overlay. Vibration's on by default. If you want to turn it off, you turn that to 0. I kind of leave everything else as it is in this part. Now, when I go to pad 1, in control set equals 1, I'm going to change that to a 2. Now, control set 1 is going to be like old school, like, you know, how the controls were when the game originally came out. But control set 2 is going to change it more to like how GTA 5's controls are, or GTA 4 or whatever. It's a lot more intuitive. I basically just suggest everybody change it to 2 because that is what I feel feels the best and plays the best, at least from what I've played so far. Now down here on swap sticks during aiming, I put that as 1 as well. You're only going to be able to do this if you have control set 2. And this is going to basically give you GTA 4 style sniping where the left stick aims and then the right stick zooms in. Yeah, I don't know why it automatically doesn't just do that when you put control set 2, but it's whatever. Now, I use inversion when I aim, vertical inversion. So I'm going to put this on 1. Now, the reason why I don't mess with, you know, this option will invert right thumbstick y-axis, and the reason I don't change that is because that like completely inverts it like across the whole entire board, even like with like hydraulics and like forklifts going up and down. Like it inverts all that stuff, and I don't want that. I just want it to invert like aiming and viewing and stuff like that. So I just invert the look, or I change it to a 1. So yeah, there's dead zone options here. There's SCP driver package options with like you can like use your controller to like you know, you can steer by tilting the controller and stuff like that, but I don't really mess with any of that. I don't think it's necessary. And then there's pad 2. This is for if there's a second player. I guess if there's like a co-op mod or something installed, then that would you know, take care of that. But I'm gonna save this. There's really nothing else I want to mess with. I mean, if you guys just want the complete vanilla controller experience with Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, then you don't have to mess with this at all. Like the default should be fine, but I can't do it. I've got to the updated controls are just so much better here. So I'm just gonna save it and then I'm gonna close it out. All right, and then. Yeah, we don't need anything else here. Well, if you go into the docs, you can have, there's like a full control list that tells you the exact difference between the setup 1 and setup 2. And then there's like cheat list. Alright, so last but not least, we have the audio files. So we're just going to double click this. Be this folder, double click it, copy the game folder, audio. Now, I just go one at a time, so I actually go into the audio, go into config, and then I copy everything over, just in case there's like, I don't know, something messed up. I'll make sure I get it completely perfect. Now this is going to take a little bit because, you know, this is 3 gigabytes of files, so gotta bear with it while it's doing its thing. Place files in the destination. And then streams. This should be the last one. Copy all those. Sure. Alrighty. Should be about good there. So I'm gonna launch my Steam real quick. My games library. San Andreas. I changed the directory of the exe, so I'm gonna... Yeah. There we go. Alright, cool. So, now when I click play, it's gonna launch the game. Make sure to select your screen resolution. Make sure it says by 32 and not by 16. I don't even see the options there anymore. But now sometimes it won't even have your monitors. It won't even have 1080p there. Just launch the game one time, play it for a bit, and then close it out, and then it should have the option there whenever you relaunch the game. I forgot to turn on my DSX. So I use DSX. This, like, it translates my PS5 controller into Xbox controller pretty easily. You can use Steam as well, but DSX has like haptic feedback and stuff that can implement, and you can emulate a bunch of different stuff with it. So I think it's pretty cool. So if we go back into the game, we'll see that everything is looking nice and crispy. Let's go to options real quick. Display setup, advanced. You can turn your frame limiter off, and then widescreen. I'm not sure if you turn widescreen on or off. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'll just put it on. Let's see. Anti-aliasing, I have that off. Resolution looks pretty good. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so much better. That is so much better. Jesus. Now, there is one thing you can do. If you go to options and mod configuration, just to make things a little bit more stable, go down to your modifications. Widescreen, you can put that on like 51. Yeah. There we go. Alrighty. There you have it. I mean, the game is super crisp and super, like, it's just super smooth and super fun. And I really haven't even crashed since I did this. I haven't had like a bad crash or anything like that since. I will say though, if you are having bad anti-aliasing, bad screen tearing, then what I suggest doing is going into your NVIDIA control panel and making sure that VSync is forced on for this game. If you don't know how to do that, if you don't know how to do it, I can show you real quick. It's really easy to do though. So this is if you have NVIDIA graphic drivers. So NVIDIA control panel. Go to Manage 3D Settings, click Program Settings, and then make sure that your program is selected. And mine is here. And down near the bottom, you'll have vertical sync. I have it turned to on. Okay. And then you click Apply at the bottom. It should pop up if you change it to on from off. And so yeah, there we go. There we have it. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas running smooth and super crisp with controller, PS5 controller to be in fact. And I mean, I got vibration going. I've got, you know, aiming. Aiming is so much better with this controller update. You know, like you can easily like snap off of people, you know, when you really couldn't do it that easy before. And it's just like, I don't know, it's a breeze to use. Like you can move and aim and shoot at the same time, which is really nice. It's so nice and fun. Oh god. Train. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you guys were able to follow this step by step and get your Grand Theft Auto game working properly as it should be. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comment section below. If, you know, if this helped you out and made, you know, this whole process less of a pain than it should have, than, you know, it should be, then, leave a comment, leave a like. Feedback's always, appreciated, and that's about it, guys. Thank you. Signing off.